Chamatkar Sandhu here at a special media event alongside Garry Cook, who is running all of the UFC operations in Europe and also in the Middle East and Africa. Well, first of all, Garry, this is a fantastic event. Can you just talk about how this is the first of a new line of events here in Europe and what this means to you to kick off the new series of European events for the UFC?
Well, you know, we built a plan a year ago and we made some promises, you know, and our job as an organization here is to make sure that we meet the needs of Lorenzo and Dana and all the guys who have worked hard for many, many years to build a great product. So we said that we were going to go and put six events in Europe. We're on track for that. This is the first. Sold out the biggest arena in Europe, so we're pleased with that. But this gives us an opportunity to start looking at new markets and developing new markets. We've already announced Abu Dhabi, and we're on sale for those tickets. So, you know, it's only going to get bigger and better from here, I think.
It's amazing that we haven't had an event in the O2 for quite a few years now, but since you returned, I'm assuming you sold it out. That's what I've been hearing. It's a sold-out event, right?
It's sold out within a week. So.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Can you talk about some of the other events that you've got planned? I know you mentioned in some previous press conferences that going back to Sweden was definitely on the agenda, Berlin, Dublin. Are there any confirmed plans for what the next line of events in Europe will be this year?
Yeah, internally we've been working hard because, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. Obviously, the most important part for the fans is the card. You have to have a great arena. We don't want to put ourselves in arenas that aren't fitting for the fans who travel a long distance and they pay good money to come and watch a great event. And then there's also the timing of the year. So when you're mapping this stuff out, you have to be very, very careful you don't get it wrong. And so we're always very conscious that when we do announce it, it has to be inked and ready to go. And we're not quite ready on a couple of them right now, but I think, you know, I can safely say in the very near future we'll be announcing the rest of our 4 cards. So we're excited about that.
Okay, well, we look forward to that. One of the big stories from the past week, and I'm not too sure if you've been asked about this too much from the other media, is I'm fascinated by this TV deal with Channel 5. It's come a little bit, not late, but it's surprised all of us, to be honest with you, because for the very first time, a UFC card is going to be on national television in the UK, and for everyone around the world, they'll be watching it on Fight Pass, but for us Brits, the UFC is going to be in every single home for free. So can you just talk about how long it's been in terms of preparation and how you came to the decision to actually be on Channel 5 for the main card?
Yeah, it's, you know, what sometimes people forget is that they think that UFC is just one thing. Is actually, if you break it down, we've got events coming out of Brazil, we've got events coming out of the US, we've got events coming out of Canada, we've got pay-per-view events, we've got UFC Fight Night events. Some of them are on a Wednesday night in the US. And we've now got our EMEA events, there's Asia events, there's Ultimate Fighter, there's, you know, this isn't UFC isn't just one thing of one dimensional. It's got lots of different aspects to it. The great news is for us is that the free-to-air networks or the terrestrial TV networks can see the growth. They all want to be part of it, and it was a case of making the right choice. And at this point in time, we feel we made a right choice where we can blend our EMEA events on the extraterrestrial network, on the terrestrial network, and we can then put, you know, we can put our fight nights from around the world on all of the on the BT platform. We've also got Fight Pass, which is our digital network. So I think if you're a fan anywhere in the world, particularly in the UK right now or Ireland, you've got plenty of choices to watch UFC in many of its different formats. It's not just one product.
And have you also noticed that everything seems just bigger with this event for 2014, especially in the UK? From what I've been hearing, there were almost 120 media credential passes rejected because the demand was so much. So what does that tell you about the media outlets here in the UK wanting to get involved in covering the UFC?
Well, you know, we've had a great year and we put a plan together. We have a vision for where we want to take the business. We're supported by Dana and Lorenzo. We've built a team of people. We're putting on more events for the fans. I think as you do that and you look at the exciting things that are coming along, there's only going to be more and more interest. So, you know, this sport hasn't just arrived. It's been around a while. All we've done is we've put it in front of the people. When you look at what's coming in May this year, EA Sports are delivering launching the electronic game. So that's a new addition. We're opening gyms this year, so that's another addition. And so, this dimensional sport is now taking on a much broader awareness program. And we've got fans at the Manchester event in October. 45% of the fans that attended had never seen an event before, and they want more. So as this thing, as it builds, the excitement builds, it becomes word of mouth, digital, social media. It's just the whole thing is rising, and we couldn't be more excited by that.
And just to wrap up, how do you feel personally? Because it seems that all the seeds that you started to plant last year, they're starting to blossom now. So do you feel a bit of personal satisfaction from, not just from a personal point of view, but from this new team with BT Sport, Channel 5, and all the guys behind the scenes in terms of relaunching the UFC here in Europe?
Yeah, but people always sort of point the finger at me, and I'm only the conductor. I'm holding the baton, right? So I've got great support from Las Vegas. I've got a great team of executives that we've hired this year. We had 5 people working in our office a year ago. We've got 16 people working in our office now. So I'm just putting the band together, and we've got a lot of energy and a lot of momentum. The issue for us is never to consider ourselves an event business. We've got a lot more dimension to us than that. And so, how do we keep it going? You never look on and rest on your laurels and say, great, just because we sold out London, we've cracked it. We got a long way to go yet, but I'm excited for the future, and I think the fans should be too.
Well, I think the fans are, from the fans I've been speaking to, and if this is anything to go by, I think you're going to have a cracking year here in Europe, because it seems like things are going from strength to strength here in Europe, especially under your leadership. So congratulations, well done, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.
That's very kind.
Thank you very much.